What is up, guys? Zan from Playbook.gg, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at the single best RPO in Madden 20. Before we dive into this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the great tutorials that we've got headed your way here on the Playbook.gg YouTube channel. Okay, guys, so welcome back. Now, in today's video, we're going to take a quick look into our newest game plan, our first game plan of Madden 20, and that is my Jacksonville Jaguars launch game plan on Playbook.gg. Now, keep in mind, guys, we have so much content coming. We're going to have close to 7 game plans dropped in the first 7 weeks of Madden 20. And I started off with a huge project. This Jacksonville Jaguars offensive playbook is already over 20, I think it's 24 videos, 2.5 hours long, give or take. And it's just out of 2 formations at the moment, the gun Y trips offset and the gun Y trips weak. Now, within the game plan, you're going to find some very unique one-play touchdowns. I promise you, this is stuff you have never seen in any other Madden. It's not the same formula for cover 3 that you've always seen. We've got some really unique stuff that you've never, ever seen in Madden. And that's really nice because I think a lot of competitive players are complaining like cover 3 is actually good. And I couldn't disagree more. I spent the entire night last night playing people who were just running cover 3 sky, set it and forget it. And I was throwing up 400-yard games all night long last night. And a lot of it comes down to just the ability for us here at Playbook GG to lab. We have myself and Ant Cap, and we just added Mr. Smith to the staff as well. If you guys don't know who that is, you definitely need to take a look on the website. Big time labber that's going to bring you some exclusive content here on Playbook GG as well. Of course, we have our pro lineup, guys like Bugs and Stiff and D-Croft and VY Electrify, and we've even got an economist. We brought in the accountant Buffalo K that's going to help you guys get mutt rich on Playbook GG. Our 1,000 user plus subscriber Discord that you can be part of a great Playbook GG community. You get all of that stuff that's going to be released on the site here in Madden 20 for $9.95 a month. And I promise you, the Discord alone is worth that. Buffalo K's tips will be worth that. My tips alone are worth that. ACAP's tips alone are worth that. Mr. Smith is worth that. Any of the pros we're going to bring in are going to be worth that. And you're going to get all of it for just $9.95. So definitely take a look at Playbook.gg. Nobody works harder and gives you more content for your money than we do on that website. And if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. You guys can stay right here with us on the YouTube channel, and you guys are going to improve right here for free. So we love having you guys here on the channel as well. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Best RPO in the game. This is the gun Y trips offset. PA bubble Y pop. Now, as far as this exact formation, there are only 2 playbooks in the game that have this exact formation. It's this book, the Jaguars, and then also the pass balance, aka the spread playbook. Other than that, you could find this passing concept, but it might be Y off. There are formations that are kind of like this, tackle over trips will have a play like this. But this play found in this formation is so great because you have 3 players that are in conflict. In an RPO, you've got the bubble route, which the player over him has to decide, do I play the run or do I play the bubble? You have the pop pass to the tight end, where the player with the P icon says, do I play the run or do I play the seam route to the tight end? And then on the outside, you have an option hitch fade, which breaks down really nicely against off coverage. So if they don't have a player on the edge that is going to drop into coverage, you might be able to throw that quick hitch as well. What does this all mean? Well, what it means is that your opponent can only user one of those conflict defenders. If they want to defend all the routes, they have to pass commit. And if they pass commit the run pass option, you're just going to hand it off and pick up your free yardage. So this is a spot where this is probably the most annoying RPO in the game to defend, simply because your opponent cannot user everything at once. Whereas, yes, there are some other RPO concepts that are found in Madden that will be more prevalent throughout the game. Things like the stretch lookie, under center stretch lookie slant to the backside. That's a great RPO. And it's more available in other books, but I don't think it's better. I think this is pound for pound the best RPO in the game. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down. The first player I like to read with this play is always the slot defender. It's the player over the bubble route. So you can see right here, we've got Kendall Fuller. And he is going to be a player that we read against Melvin Gordon. Now, you've noticed I've used a halfback slot package because Melvin Gordon has the jukebox. It also has the first one free, where he'll basically make the first tackler miss if you get a 10-yard rush you can get that. You have to do it 5 times, and then you'll get free broken tackles on that play. So that doesn't necessarily help on this play, but his jukebox passive ability, where he has insane juke moves, is going to be great if you can get the ball to him in space. So what we're going to do here is we're going to read the nickel corner. And if he bites down, we throw the ball to Gordon. We'll make this play really simple. So if he stays home, we'll hand it off. If he bites down, we throw the bubble. So it's that simple. So right here, you see that he bites down. We throw the bubble to the outside. Rat catch it upfield. And then you've got the jukebox. You make somebody miss. You just pick up a gain of about 15 or 20 on that play. So it's a very simple read on that player. You could just go ahead and consistently do it. And I accidentally threw that ball right there to the hitch. But you can see also the hitch is a nice little throw that you can make as well. Kind of goes without saying, you don't want to let your lineman get downfield. I was trying to hand the ball off on that play, and I got a little fat fingered and didn't hand it off. And you can definitely see that Russell Okung is a legal man downfield on this play. So you do not want to throw this ball too late, because it will get you a penalty. That's something that can be said in pretty much all RPOs in the game. So you have to make the reads quickly. So in this situation, you see off coverage on the outside. There's a pretty good pre-snap look to the boundary side, where off coverage, you know that Williams should run a hitch, and it doesn't look like there's a player that's going to be able to get out there quick enough to defend Williams on that hitch. So what you could do is snap the ball and just throw it. You see he runs that hitch, get it out there, take your 6 or 7 yards on that hitch. So your opponent also has to have pretty good gap integrity. They can't just sit there in a base of line coverage and think that they're going to be able to stop this. You see right here, we throw that hitch anytime there's off coverage, 6, 7 yards. This is probably one of the easier throws. Now, again, a look like this, you're probably not going to glance to the hitch, because unless that player blitzes off the left slot, he's most likely going to be covered. So you could go ahead and take a look to the pop pass at this point. It looks like they're playing the linebackers down. You go ahead and just throw this ball off the line. You see right here, that's a pop pass. Easy, easy play right here. So you see that there's 3 players that are going to be rather difficult to defend on this play. Here's another example. This would be a really soft box. It might be a great time to go to the dive call out of this formation, assuming that your guys don't get instantly block shedded. You're going to be able to read this pretty easily. Keep in mind, this is an RPO, so you can always hold A and hand the ball off to Eckler. Obviously you want to have better run stick than I do and actually follow your blockers when you run the ball, but you should see that. Now, again, in this look, it just doesn't look like you're going to be able to stop them from stopping the hitch route. So you go ahead and throw that ball. They have to respect the short side receiver on this play. Now, in this situation, they're playing press coverage or closer to press coverage on the outside. You're not really going to throw that hitch. So at this point, you're glancing bubble and Y pop. So here in this example, oh, boom, the Y pop was open, and we actually threw the ball into our linemen's heads, but you see that he was open off the line. Again, now you're seeing how this works here. You get this RPO bubble Y pop. They have to really defend the middle of the field if they want to prevent themselves from giving up 10 to 15 yards on this play. Now, in this example, they've got everyone in the box. Your bubble, you're just going to throw the bubble, get it out there, follow your blockers. And you see right here, here's the jukebox, try to make somebody miss. Sometimes you're going to be in spots where you throw that bubble and you want a player that has that ability to make somebody miss in the open field, because they're going to end up being in a spot where, you make one guy miss, you might be able to make a house call out of this play. So you could quickly see why this is the single best RPO in the game. You have to be responsible for the short side of the field, the wide side of the field, and the middle of the field. You can only use one of those players. So what ends up happening is people are going to have to pass commit. So they flick the right stick up to pass commit, and then all of a sudden you see everybody drifting. You're just going to hand the ball off. Now, obviously, you don't want to run into a corner blitz off of that side. Wouldn't be great to do that. But if they're pass committing, they're going to get everybody out into those passing lanes, and you're going to be in a little bit more trouble with the run play. So if you start to realize them doing that, you can audible to the dive and all that as well. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to run this here. You can kind of see, again, this Y pop bubbles is going to be open here. You're basically reading the middle linebacker and then the 2 edge defenders. One of them is most likely going to bite. So if they bite, then just throw it. It's that simple. You see right there that if the linebacker is flowing to the outside on that bubble route, you're going to have the tight end down the seam. Your opponent can really only use one of the spots on the field here. So again, you see right here, we get the ball out, hit a little jukebox, pick up a nice little gain in a first down. So you can see why this is the single best RPO in the game. Now, again, that's not all. We've got so many beaters. We got probably the best man beater that I found initially in the game. We've got a million cover 3 beaters, a million things you've never, ever seen before in Madden that beat coverage deep for one play touchdowns. We've got cover 2 bombs. Ant Cap is going to be following up with the most vicious cover 2 bomb I've seen all year long that even beats the middle linebacker in the deep zone. So there's so much on the way. We got defense coming here on the way in Madden 20. Just the beginning. Just wanted to stop in and give you guys the best RPO of the year. Say happy Madden season to you. And I'm really looking forward to what we're going to get done here in Madden 20. If you like this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now. And for more in-depth analysis, visit www.playbook.gg for detailed game plans written by pro Madden players. Master the game with playbook.gg.